There's a secret garden at the edge of town that only grows at night. Most people walk past it during the day and see nothing special, just an ordinary plot of land behind a weathered wooden fence, with ordinary flowers and ordinary vegetables growing in neat rows. But they don't know the truth. They don't know the magic. The garden belongs to a woman named Luna, and she's known the secret her entire life. Her grandmother told her, and her grandmother's grandmother before that. Going back 7 generations to when the first seed was planted in this soil by a woman who understood that darkness is not the enemy of growth, but its companion. Each evening, as the sun begins its descent and the sky turns from blue to gold to pink to purple, Luna walks through her garden with a copper watering can. But she's not just watering plants, she's performing a ritual as old as growing things. She stops at each plant, each seed, each small green life, and whispers to them, "Sleep well, little seeds," she says to the row of sunflowers she planted just last week. "Grow strong and beautiful. Let the darkness hold you. Let the night feed you. There's no rush. Take your time. Becoming takes time." She moves to the tomatoes, running her fingers gently along their leaves. "Good night, my friends. Stretch your roots deep tonight. Drink from the earth. The moon will watch over you." To the roses, climbing wild along the fence, "Rest now. Tomorrow you'll bloom even brighter. But tonight, just rest. Let your petals close. Save your strength." Luna knows what most people have forgotten, that growth happens in the quiet, in the dark, in the times we think nothing is happening. She knows that a seed in the ground, invisible and waiting, is working harder than we can imagine. It's breaking open its shell, sending roots down into the unknown, gathering courage to push up through the heavy soil toward a light it's never seen but somehow knows is there. As Luna finishes her rounds, the moon rises full and bright, casting silver light across the garden. She stands for a moment by her cottage door, looking back at the neat rows, the climbing vines, the flowers nodding in the gentle breeze. Then she goes inside, lights a candle, and prepares for bed. But here's where the magic happens. Here's what no one else knows. As Luna sleeps, as the world grows quiet, as even the crickets begin to slow their songs, the garden wakes up. Not in any way that would be visible to watching eyes, but in a deep, profound way that happens in the spaces between heartbeats, in the pauses between breaths. Beneath the soil, the seeds that Luna planted begin to stretch and yawn. They've been waiting all day for this. The darkness is not something to fear, it's the condition they need for their transformation. In the dark, safe from the scrutinizing sun, they can do the vulnerable work of changing. A seed splits open and a root emerges, pale and determined. It pushes down, down, following some ancient instruction written in its cells. Seeking water, seeking minerals, seeking foundation. At the same time, a shoot pushes up toward the surface, toward the air it's never breathed, toward the light it's never seen. The tomatoes grow a full inch taller, their stems thickening, their leaves unfurling like tiny green hands opening to receive a gift. The roses add new petals, layer upon layer, building themselves into beauty one cell at a time. The sunflowers turn their heads, even in darkness, following the memory of the sun, preparing for its return. All night this happens. All night the garden works in the peace of darkness, in the safety of no one watching, in the freedom of not having to perform or prove anything. Growth for the pure sake of growth. Becoming for the joy of becoming. And Luna, sleeping in her cottage, dreams of roots and stems and leaves and flowers. She dreams in green and gold. She dreams of things breaking open and becoming more than they were. She dreams of patience and trust and the wisdom of knowing that the best things happen when we stop trying so hard and simply let ourselves be held by the darkness. When dawn comes, when the first light touches the garden, the plants settle back into stillness. They look almost the same as they did yesterday, but Luna knows better. She sees the subtle differences: a bud that wasn't there before, a vine that's reached a little farther, a leaf that's opened a little wider. "Good morning, my friends," she whispers, walking through the rows with her coffee mug steaming in the cool morning air. "I knew you'd be more beautiful today. I knew the night would be good to you. And as you close your eyes tonight, imagine your own inner gardenal, the seeds of dreams and hopes and possibilities you've planted in the soil of your heart. Imagine them safe in the darkness, held by the night, working quietly and steadily to become what they're meant to be. There's no rush. Growth happens while you sleep. Becoming happens while you rest. Let the darkness do its work. Let yourself grow while you dream. The garden knows the secret. Now you do too.